Hello, internet friends. My name is Bay, and welcome to the Legion Beta look at the Death Knight class hall, Acherus. I remember to actually introduce myself in this video for some reason, recording a bunch of these in a row, and I'm derping a little bit. But we're starting over here. We're going to be looking around on our Frost Death Knight, mostly because right over here, at the little Frost training hall, we have Amal Fazad.
What may I teach you today?
And he is currently studying demons. He has like imps that are frozen. He has this frozen like Wrath Guard, even though he's kind of like moving around, so he's like almost frozen. And he has a freaking Beholder over here frozen. So this is the corner. There's 3 corners of the top section of Acherus that are all devoted to the different schools of magic. And Amal Fazad is studying the Burning Legion, it looks like.
Get on with it.
So I'll make our way around here, look at the other little bits and pieces that are updated in this new version of Acherus. Much of it is probably similar to what you remember as a Death Knight, but we'll just take a peek around here. There's a Jeeves over here. This is the entrance, the main place that you will fly in upon here. There's Grim Wing, the Flight Master. You can fly out into the Broken Isles from here. There's also a Dalaran portal. Looks like there's a bunch of new, like, just textured doodads and objects. Little balcony here you can look out upon where you can see the Broken Isles. And the Tomb of Sargeras in the distance there. If you're actually in the class hall, you can see where you actually are located on the map, right up here in this little section of C. I incorrectly said it was like over here where my mouse was earlier, but this one I was exploring around before I actually did my Death Knight videos, when you could water walk outside of the Nighthold raid and like walk all the way over here, and I kind of felt like it was where the and the Broken Shore was, but you're tucked away a little more over here now. And of course, down around the distance. You're just floating right here next to everything else. Keeping a close eye over at the Burning Legion's activities.
I will listen for now.
Bunch of Phylactery crystals, I would assume. This is the unholy little school. With the similar amounts of awkward, unholy grossness happening here. I wonder if the teachers actually react differently if you are playing on a Holy Frost or Blood Death Knight, if they actually have different, because the unholy teacher or Death Knight isn't actually here. The little rune blade down there looks kind of like Apocalypse, just not as fancy. This may or may not be all new, depending on... I haven't played my Death Knight in a very long time. And then here is the kind of patrol of Knights of Ebon Blade just hanging out, doing their thing. Over here, yeah, I wonder if you have to be playing that actual spec to see your, like... Oh, no, here he is.
Make it quick.
Yeah, Thorvald's here. Studying blood stuff. Oh, yeah, he has Legion guy here, too. Yeah, okay. Got this guy chained down. It's neat how they've like incorporated that sort of bits and pieces into the gross. Into the lore here with all the different schools. We'll head back over here to the front. And make our way downstairs to the 2nd level. We'll head over to the middle real quick actually, if you didn't see this in the other videos. Darian sitting right here has a quest for us, which we will not take right now. Got a whole bunch of little bits and bobs and new books and stuff. This is your scouting map, where you will handle your missions of interest. You'll be able to pop up and deal with your followers and Death Knight troops later on, and summoned minions. The Archivist is your artifact knowledge vendor, which you will be very acquainted with in the future. these rune blades just sitting around. Very neat. These floating tomes. All right, let's head down below here to the second level. So second level has another balcony outcropping here as well. I guess we're not. Oh, I thought we were actually below. We're actually above. Shows how much I know about Death Knight and Acherus. Yeah, we're above. Okay. That's the bottom level. Here's the top level, I guess. Out looking over this area. I'm sure you probably could jump over this ledge if you have the Emerald Winds. Probably jump down right down there and get into the action. If there are any daily quests to do or world quests to do on that area anyway. Got these new little like rune blobbers here. The middle here we have your train dummies. The monstrosity is a raider train dummy. It counts as a boss. Same thing over here. It's a boss dummy, which is pretty neat. It's like super high level, obviously 113, so I can't even hit it. But that's neat how your train dummy is actually a monstrosity chained down. These are the tanking dummies. Normal tank dummy. Dungeoneers. These will destroy my face. There's a 112, 112, 112. They're all 112? Yes, they're all 112. Oh, there's 100s over here. You can whack away at these if need be. But it'll be kind of hard to actually look at your single target DPS considering that they're all close together. Bad little doodads, little more rune blades sitting around.
What?
Got a bunch of Death Knights walking around doing Death Knight things, apparently.
Speak your piece.
There's a repair vendor over here.
Suffer well.
Just a whole bunch of bits and bobs, and looks like Serenite. It's like Serenite bars. This stuff is tainted with old god goop. I don't know why you're still making stuff with this. There's of course your rune forge. There's one on that side too. Yeah, 2 rune forges. Rune forging is still in the game for Death Knights, of course. Frost Death Knights would be probably using Razor Ice and Fallen Crusader. Unholy is just Fallen Crusader. And Blood can probably use Fallen Crusader eventually, but at first I imagine they'll run Stoneskin Gargoyle to be more tanky. Just got some sparring AFK animation Death Knights over here doing their thing. You can talk to the guard. Oh, you can spar with the guards?
There's work to be done.
She has 1.6 million HP. A duel will begin in. Does she? Okay. Oh my. Okay. This is kind of neat. Another way you can deal with she's getting train wrecked right now. I popped on my cooldowns though. This is like a I'm not really sure what the point of this is, other than it's kind of neat. But she doesn't do like any damage to me.
Make it quick.
Maybe some way to like test her damage out. Hopefully she scales.
We press on.
Here, of course, is Corvus and the Soul Forge, which you can look at your appearances of your weapons, and of course imbue your artifact with more artifact power, aka souls, in the case of the Death Knights. Bunch of Death Knights just sitting over here. Oh, here she is. All the trainers can make you own the proving grounds if you want to go back and do achievements and whatnot. This is the unholy.
We will have our revenge.
That's the unholy trainer. Bunch of just stuff and people. Oh.
We press on.
Yeah, so you can duel the guards, which is kind of interesting.
Ashes to ashes.
I'm not sure what the point of that is exactly. Another rune forge. So I'm actually rune forging away over there. We got Fester, those general goods. Or have some of these.
Make it quick.
You need something?
Yes.
Oh, that's Minerva. Alchemist Karloff.
You need something?
Vanishing powder is used to remove your glyph
We
effects.
are done here.
Quartermaster Ozorg. With the Ebon Blade stuff down here. This is where you'll buy your starting gear and whatnot. There's a whole bunch of stuff. Of course, all the old transmog gear is still here, and your Death Knight only mounts and stuff. But broad axe, you get these swords and whatever. And this is where you buy your sort of reskinned Mist of Pandaria set, which is a starter set basically. I guess everything in Legion has like their starter set, which is your like class hall set. And then of course you can upgrade it down the line to go all the way up to 840 eye level, it looks like, and just cost more and more garrison resources. Or order hall resources. I can't wait to never say that word again, ever again. But yeah, all comes right here. Different ways to unlock these to actually gain the entire set, but it's a great starting point. There's the gloves, sorry. To getting geared up for early Legion. Not just from dungeons or whatever. But you'll get all that gear from your big Stitches guy down here. And that's about it. Acherus is kind of small in comparison to the other order halls. Well, I mean, no one's like a monk where they have a giant turtle. The whole turtle is their class hall. It's an entire zone. But if you enjoy hanging out in Acherus, you'll be here quite a bit with your fellow Death Knights. Your Portal of Dalaran's right there, of course.
Yes.
But that is that. What do you think of your class hall? Did they do enough to it to make it shiny and newish enough for the next expansion? Or is it just all the same stuff? Let me know in the comments down below what you think of the class hall you have in Legion. Leave a like on these videos if you enjoy my Legion beta coverage. Of course, check out the cards listed in this video for all the artifact quests if you want more spoilers. Or, of course, check out the Legion beta playlist for all of my other Legion beta coverage. Thank you all so much for watching. I will see you all in the next Legion video.